Hello and welcome to another episode of Techfanaticofficial cryptocurrency series, your guide to the cryptoverse. Today, the market is pretty bad. Bitcoin's crashed all the way to around 41.5K, below the 42 support line. But I'm not here to give you financial advice or giving you trend line analysis, because as you know, at some point this month, now is the 8th of January, it's going to go back up. And as you know, in my videos, I always cover more Gamefi and Metaverse projects. And of course, they go down as well. But I think they're in a space where more people are going to be interested to play games, play to earn. And it might even, of course, it's going to follow the trend of the market, but it's going to also decouple sometimes, because we saw what happened last year with Axie Infinity or Star Atlas, or recently you've seen what happened with Sidus Heroes. That's why I don't pay so much attention. Of course, I pay attention for some of my investments, but I don't pay a lot of attention to what happens to Bitcoin or Ethereum on a day-to-day basis, because I think 2022 is going to be the year for Metaverse and play-to-earn games. That's why today I'm going to cover another one. So today I'm going to talk about Ancient Kingdom for you. And I've been watching them, I guess, more on the radar since December. Initially, I was making sure I'm going to research first. I'm going to see how they're going to do, what's their strategy before I fully commit and invest in the project. But I was quite impressed with the idea and with the game. That's why now I'm going to be an investor and I'm going to cover a video for them. So as you always requested, I'm going to cover the video first on the pitch deck, because that's where you also have access to the information, and everything I'm providing you is available. So the pitch deck is available on their website, which I'll provide you later. So it's basically the first martial arts game in the blockchain platform. And it's basically trying to bring that real-time gaming that's available outside of blockchain, especially for this martial art type of game, inside the blockchain space. And they basically have different type of maps, manpowers, and you can train these manpowers to participate in the game, and not only used as a play to earn mechanism, but I also enjoy playing with other people. And they have things like mining establishments, processing plants, and universal marketplace. So it's a whole metaverse basically for martial art type of gaming. Now they cover what the region is, they cover the market for Gamefi, but what is more interesting is the gameplay. So I'm going to show you a demo as well very soon. But basically, when you start the gameplay, you can register an account, and then you have to choose between one of the three major characters that they have, and you can change it later. And then you have to upgrade by getting the experience packages, by paying basically using the play to earn tokens, or you have to train yourself and level up to the highest level that they have, which is level 90 for this game. Now, in terms of the game, and this is the version 1 before the future updates, they're going to have a map for training that's going to increase your experience for status points, for items, to sell for in-game currencies. There will be 4 type of modes in the map. So you have the peace, you have the friendship, you have the guilds, and you have the kill all basically. And then you have maps for the players. So you have the ability to use gold tokens to enter a map, which I'm going to talk about more in the tokenomics section. And when you fight bosses in the game, there will be a chance for you to mint the in-game currency, which is called King. Now, again, they have 3 different tokens in the game. So I'm going to cover that later in this video. In terms of token, let's skip this one for now. Let's move to the gameplay, because I'm covering that part and what you can do. So in terms of the gameplay, if you go to the main website as well, they have this one available at App Store. They're going to have it available to download on the Android as well. And they have an APK file now, which you can also use and play for the demo. They have character that's a male warrior, and it's based on strong physics. And if you go to the white paper, you can see they have huge amount of information on what are all these mean. So normal attack, what does it mean? What's the damage? What are the resistance points? How can you resist? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? what are the equipments you have? So there's a lot of equipments in the game as well. There's a lot of this in the white paper, if you're interested, and items like rings and belts to see how you can use them. And it has a lot of information as well on the mining and copying activity. So huge amount of information, 72 pages, if you want to cover everything in detail, which is beyond this video. And there is a huge amount of focus on also how exactly in detail the game is going to work in the economy. But what I'm more interested to show you is, rather than just talking about it, I'm going to show you the demo of the game. So this is a demo that right now you can see how the game is going to look like. So this is basically the different characters they have in the game. Of course, I cannot read what they have, but this is how the players can interact, how you can use the items in game, how you can power up and bring new characters basically in the game. And then, of course, it's a beta version, but you can clearly see what's the type of game they have and what people would be interested to play it. Again, if you need more information about the gameplay, you could also refer to it in the white paper of the project that gives you all the information about what the dungeon function is, what the copying is, how the map's going to look like, what's the mining activity, what are the fashion items you can have. Again, it's a metaverse, so it's going to have everything inside. It's not a very simple game, and it's designed on purpose like this, so you spend a lot of time. You don't just a very simple game that you play and get bored, or just do it to get some coins. And it actually helps you use your thinking and strategic thinking to see how you're going to make the best income, as well as how you can be successful in playing the game. So there's a huge amount of guideline and information here. Now, in terms of the tokenomics, they have 3 types of token in the project. The first token is the token that they have in the project for they call it in real token as well, which is DOM, so DOM. And this is the token that's going to be tradable on PancakeSwap because it's a Binance Smart Chain project. And they have 2 billion tokens. It's going to be used for staking. It's going to be used for farming, for payment, for the fees. You can use it for the marketplace. You can use it to reward the participating events and for land sale. They have a gold, which is only in currency specific type of token. You can enter VIP maps, you can enter shopping items, you can possibly enter the game shops, and that's 1-to-1 equivalent to gold token. And then they've got the in-game token again, which is king token, and it's more for fighting bosses. You get the tokens and it's unlimited, so there's no restriction on the limit of the tokens. In terms of what you can do, so you can also use it for DeFi. You can use it for farming on Binance, probably with BNB or BUSD. I don't know what pairs they're going to use to earn some more DOM tokens. You can stake to get more DOM tokens, which probably is going to be what I'm going to do. You could trade the NFTs, materials, and equipments on the marketplace that they will have for NFTs. And of course, you can use the play to earn function to earn king. Now, they have a really, really sophisticated, long planned way on how you can use it. So as I mentioned, they have the DOM in reality, gold currency in game, and then king, the token in game, right? So how you can play it, I'm going to just be very brief here for the tokenomics. You can be a paid player or free player. If you're the paid player, so you have the paid functions, you basically can upgrade your characters. You have the basic equipments to start with. You have combating capability. And then you can use gold, which is the currency in game, for using in the items. And the system gives you certain free item, basically. The items that you have later, you can overcome obstacle. You can use gold to buy more and more upgrades. You have the paid player, which has the NFT. So you can trade the NFTs free of charge in the game because you're a paid player or premium player. You have gold token to use to, buy the used items, same as the free player. Also, you can buy advanced equipments and combating capability. So here you get basic equipments for free, but if you want more advanced to make it stronger in game, you have to use the gold token. which is the in-game currency. They have the public sale for both. So regardless of paid player or premium player or free player, you have the public sale. You can kill the boss. And when you kill the boss, you get the token, which is king token. And you can also get a pass to the public map. Now, if you're a premium player, you also have a special NFT that you can enter special maps and kill those bosses. And they give you more special pass, exclusive pass with guarantee points for you. So you get more points. And where the points are going to be useful is you have the 3 types of move. In the first move is going to be especially useful because here you use the gold and the DOM tokens to get into VIP 1 and VIP 2 for the special maps and get more and more profits. And also you can do on-chain trading. The second move is more, you can open a map, more map for more productivity. And then you can, do group combat, live tournaments, and blind boxes. So this is basically very informative slide to show you how all 3 tokens are going to be used and how the gold token and the king token are going to help you basically in game. They also have a really interesting slide here on target customers. So they're saying the target customers for the project are investors, players, traders, farmers, game developers. So they've got anyone over the age of 18 up to 55 covered. Doesn't mean if you're 56 you cannot play. And they say mostly gonna be a male dominated game. It's probably true. And the type of game is the world. So that means the demo you saw was in probably Chinese language, gonna change to a different language. And the type of game is martial arts, swordsmanship, and the cryptocurrency on PC and mobile application. This is a slide I really like because how many projects I've covered for you in YouTube and they don't have this slide. It's like a simple thing to have. They don't have it. So that just immediately gives me confidence in this project because they already researched their target market. In terms of the token price and tokenomics, so the tokenomics, they have 5% of the total supply at seed round, which is the half price of the public sale price. And it's going to be, this for the DOM token, it's going to be 9% release on TGE, 2 months cliff, and then 3.5% monthly linear vesting. Private sale is 20% cheaper than the public sale. 20% cheaper, but only 12% of the tokens is released on TGE. And then after 2 months, you get 5% monthly. Public sale which is only 0.5%, is 20% more expensive than private sale, double the price of seed round. It's going to have almost 20% on TGE, and then on cliff for 2 months, and then the release is going to be 20% each per month. So there's a cliff for everyone, even for IDO participants. And it's a good idea in this environment to have that. They have staking rewards. And the staking reward is also subject to a cliff, 25%. In-game rewards, 31%. So as you can see, over 50% is staking and in-game rewards. So it's a huge, huge chunk of money to give for rewards. And it's going to be over 2 to 3 years. Advisors have lock tokens and only 3% for 12 months. Team has lock tokens for 12 months and 7.5%. So the team has very small amount of tokens actually. 3% liquidity, 10% for marketing. So that means they have a huge budget for marketing in comparison to the team. So expect a lot of KOs, I guess, in the project, like myself. In terms of the token, I said it's going to be on Binance Smart Chain. In terms of utility, it's going to be for governance and play to earn. And this is really actually a good tokenomics in my opinion, because it's focusing more on the community. Like sale is more community focused, staking and in-game rewards. And then there's a smaller chunk for the team and in the liquidity and also the advisory. So that's pretty positive points to see. Now, in terms of the target for market, they're also showing that for their marketing, again, this is something I don't see in other projects. So I'm really happy to see how detailed this project is. So in pre-launch, they're gonna target 200,000 user following, Telegram, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, which we can find out soon. And they're gonna have 100 partners. Then they're gonna have at IDO 12,000 holders of the project, 350,000 user followers. Marketplace is gonna increase them to 20K holders, 500,000 user followers. And then maintenance, they have as well, new registered users, 100,000 per month. Communication target, total impression 3 million, total reach 10K. And here as well, 1 million and 5K. So again, very, very impressive. Revenue sources, transactions from the marketplace, the training, and then fees that players have to pay for the NFT. So they clearly showing you also how they're going to have revenue. In terms of the core team and roadmap, let's look at the roadmap first. These are all on the website too, by the way. So the roadmap in Q3, they started building the game, researching the game NFT. Q4, they developed the game test version, launching website. IDO is in a few days from now, so that's postponed. In Q1, 2022, SEX and DEX listing. So they're going to list on exchanges. Of course, PancakeSwap on BSC. Official game version app is going to be there, and the test flight is launching in a few days to a few weeks this month. In Q2, they're going to extend their partnership, more focus on marketing and upgrading the characters to get the highest reach as much as possible. Q3, they're going to do the mobile game focus, so Android and iOS basically, and they're going to do the tournaments and staking. Probably they should bring the staking more front. They might do that. Let's see with this market. And then it's going to have strategic cooperation and product development with major exchanges, reducing gas fees, upgrading the API. So these are all good strategies to have for the first year. In terms of the core team, I researched them. They are co-founder, the CEO is co-founder of a capital in blockchain and outside blockchain, experience in finance, marketing, raising funds, and they basically have stock market exchange experience. The CTO, head of studio of Guangdong, with 8 years of experience in IT industry, and Ted Bryce of Hackathon in Vietnam. So in TomoChain, he's very experienced in gaming basically. The CMO is more into NFT space and spent a lot of time in marketing roles with different crypto projects, and also right now is involved with this project. In terms of, and he's received awards in commerce and tourism. Product design lead, also experienced in a lot of gaming design. Their senior gaming developer has been holding many mobile game projects, experiencing in game design, senior gaming development as well. Now, they have experienced team, and a lot of projects are coming from Vietnam that have a strong core. So that's something that's to be expected. In terms of the partnerships that they have, they've got Enjinstarter, InfinityPad, and DAO Maker. Everyone knows how big DAO Maker is right now. They've got Mexi, so that's the exchange I reckon that's the exchange they're gonna be on. Good Games Guild as well, so another good sort of launchpad sort of project to be part of. Reblock, Gains Associate. Again, some of these investors I'm not sure about, but they have a good ones as well. So they've got MH Ventures and Kangaroo Capital, which are really good community VCs. They've got Anypad, also a good project to have. They've got, I forgot his name. Very, very good call to have basically in your backing. I can maybe cover it later. Altcoin Boss, also a good call group. I think it's Shoshat Gupta, who's working with Enjinstarter as well. Exit Network, I see in every project, so I'm not sure it's a good or bad thing. And Antex, which is more of a launchpad as well, especially for more gaming blockchain projects from Vietnam. In terms of, so I think they have a good backer system basically. That's pretty good to have. Now, in terms of the social media and Launchpad, they've got 200,000 people in the Telegram. They've got a following of 138,000, and on purpose I didn't follow for this video. Now I'm following 130,000 projects. Sorry, followers they have 138. It's really huge, and they've got some of the followers that I follow, so that's pretty good. They've got a huge follower account on Discord and Facebook as well. You can check this yourself. So they're very active on social media and they have the right people. For the IDO, it's coming on three platforms: InfinityPad, Enjinstarter, and Antex Finance. Now, InfinityPad is a new launchpad that's been developed by DAOmaker. So DAOmaker has their own SHO stronger holder offering or something like that. Now they have InfinityPad as a new product to market, and Ancient Kingdom is going to be one of their first trials. So this is basically DAOmaker's child. Now, Enjinstarter, my favorite launchpad for gaming, also is going to be on the 12th of Jan. And that's already possible for you to have a look at. If you're an Enjinstarter investor holder, you can see they have a specific multiverse tier on the 12th of January for you to participate in the IDO for Ancient Kingdom. Yeah. In terms of the launch pads, Antex Finance, which I mentioned as well, it's going to be on the 13th of Jan. So they're going to have 3 days of IDOs. And then on the 14th of January this month, which is in 6-7 days from now, they're going to be live on PancakeSwap. It's all scheduled. Again, market might change things, but they have a very, very strong schedule. I like how organized they are. I really haven't seen this with most projects. In terms of community competitions, there's also a competition running for KOL private round. So the round that, for example, as a YouTuber, I could get in. You can actually get in, and there's going to be $30,000 worth of pool for you to invest in. And this is ending tomorrow. I'm going to put a link down in the description for you to have a look as well. I can't comment much on the market sentiment. All I can say is this project is more of a long term. As you saw in the tokenomics, there's a huge focus on community, staking, and adding more people, because they understand that you need to have more people, you need to have more user base to have a higher revenue. And if you have a higher revenue, the token value is going to go up. So to be fair, I haven't seen this with many projects that I've even covered previously. So that makes me automatically already bullish about the project. And yes, crypto market can go up, can go down, but I think Gamefi is the space to watch. And this is a Gamefi Metaverse project. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Please make sure you like, you subscribe. Also put a comment on what type of projects you want me to cover next, because people who know me closely know that I actually invest in projects based on alpha and recommendation. And for example, this is one of them. And then I'll cover the project. It's not like I get paid, you know, to cover a project or something. So make sure you provide your suggestions. I hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you for watching this video. See you next time.